Mary got activated.
Fractions. That's okay. Ignore her.
Mary's toast.
Damien, what are you writing at the top of page 33?
Adding or subtracting fractions.
Okay. We're going to make a flow chart so that you can kind of use this for every problem. That way you can look at your examples, but you can also use this flow chart to help you out as well. Okay, so the first thing with adding and subtracting fractions need common denominators.
What's need?
Need.
I thought I said need.
Okay, then put a box around it. This can take up your whole page, so it's not like you have to write really small. But fractions need common denominators. Addie. Go another page. Flip another page. Get to a blank page. Addie. Turn the page. We're not on page 33. Okay, so fractions either have common denominators or they don't. So this side's going to say have, don't. If you have common denominators, we add or subtract, depending on which operation it is, numerators.
Still can't read my handwriting even if I try right now.
Once you add or subtract the numerators, what happens to the denominator? Okay, so I would put that in there, denominator. Then you're either going to get one of two things. You're either going to get an improper fraction or you're going to get a regular fraction. So this side is going to say improper. This would be not improper. What is an improper fraction again?
When the numerator is bigger than the bottom number.
When my numerator is bigger than my denominator. Okay, so if it is an improper fraction, you need to change it to a mixed. If it's not an improper fraction, you reduce if needed. So once we got to an improper fraction and we change it to a mixed number, we still have to reduce if needed. Okay, so back up at the top, we have fractions that need common denominators. If they have common denominators, we go to this side. If they don't have common denominators, you need to find a common denominator. So you find LCD. What does LCD stand for?
Least common.
Least common. I'm gonna run out of room. Oops. So you find the least common denominator, and then after you have common denominators, what do?
Just do that.
You go back there. So draw an arrow that way.
And that's it.
Even if you don't find the least common denominator and you find a denominator that's maybe bigger, it'll still work. You'll just have to reduce at the end. It won't be an option. Okay? questions on that flow chart? Okay. Over on page 30, what is it? 34? Okay. 34, up at the top, I want you to write like denominators.
Denominator is a long word.
It is a long word. Like denominators. Okay, you're going to use about half a page for 3 examples. So if you look at my book, the blue is what we are doing today. So you need about that much space.
Can I draw a line?
The red, we will put on the rest of that probably tomorrow. So we're putting the blue, so you need about half a page. Okay? All right, so example 1. We're going to have negative 3/5 plus negative 1/5. So if you look at your flow chart, does it have a common denominator?
Yes.
Okay, so then you'd go to that side. Am I going to add or subtract?
Add.
Add. So if I have 3 negatives and 1 negative, I have 4 negatives. My denominator stays the same. Okay, then is it an improper fraction or not?
No.
It's not, so then I go to the other side. It says to reduce if necessary. Can I reduce?
No.
So this would be my answer.
Wow, that's quick.
That's how you use the flow chart. That's fine. Example 2, we have negative 5/8 minus 3/8.
Not negative?
No, Dylan.
Okay, if I have, do I have a common denominator?
Yes.
Yes, so I'm going to go to that side. On this one, I want to change it to addition because a lot of us struggled when we had a negative and we were subtracting. So how do I change this to addition?
Kind of like what we did with the empty.
So the first one stays the same, right? Negative 5/8.
Yes.
I change subtraction to,
Addition, and then you.
I make this the opposite. So it'd be negative 3/8.
Oh.
It's not
Keep change.
keep, change, change.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have 5 negatives and I add 3 negatives, how many do I get?
You get a whole. 1.
Negative 8/8.
So it'd be this.
Okay, is it an improper fraction?
No.
No, so I can reduce. What does this reduce to?
Negative.
Negative 1.
Wait, how would it not be 0?
Because negative 8 divided by 8 is negative 1.
Oh, we divide. I thought we added. Wait, why did I think we added?
You get to 180.
Number 3, 5/8 minus 7/8. If I have 5 things, can I take away 7?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to change it to an addition problem. So how would I rewrite it as an addition problem?
5/8 plus negative 7/8.
Good. So I keep 5/8, change subtraction to addition, and then make it the opposite. So it'd be 5/8 plus negative 7/8. Do you have more negatives or positives? Negatives. How many more?
Negative 2.
Okay. And what's my denominator?
8. And you can reduce, so negative 1.
Okay, so then I can reduce. What do I reduce by?
2.
So I divide the top and bottom by 2. So negative 2 divided by 2 is
1.
negative 1.
Yes.
8 divided by 2 is,
4.
so my answer is, okay, questions?